So I've done the introduction. Yes, that's us. And the project for their team is the Hawthorn I. So this project is located in Hawthorn in Wurundjeri country. It's a 35 square metre studio, pool and shed, and it was built for $380,000. So Hawthorn I is an exercise in backyard optimisation. The castle is familiar backyard elements like shed, pool and studio, with activities such as play, relax and retreat are synthesised in a rear addition to an existing home. It also illustrates a model for incremental development in our established in the suburbs. Rear additions such as this one give opportunities for an older child to stay longer or an elderly parent to move in, encouraging our well-connected suburbs to work harder and diversify the people who are living here. At this time, any opportunity for incremental development should be encouraged, and we are taking steps in the right direction with the recently amended Planning Act, allowing granny flats as a right. This eliminates some of the loopholes we had to go through in the planning stage to make this style of development something that can be rolled out throughout different scales, locations and demographics. So the brief. The client's brief for this project was for an addition to the rear of their existing house to first be an independent living space for their university attending son, to follow to become a detached studio to work from home, and then eventually the potential home for an older parent. This space was to accommodate a kitchenette, bathroom and living and sleeping space. Additionally, they wanted to build a storage shed and workshop, as well as a pool. There was also a young oak tree to be retained, as it had great sentimental value to the family, planted by their kids in an acorn from the local park, as well as an established jacaranda. The main challenge would be finding a way to accommodate all the client's requirements without sacrificing their already modest backyard or building a dominant structure that would be viewed from key living spaces and outdoor dining area, resulting in an awkward and unusable garden. These little test models that we did. So we worked through the push and pull between the needs of the built form and the garden, trying to find a way to strike a balance between these two opposing elements. We quickly realised that conceiving this project as an object or a number of objects would end up in a jarring medley of competing forms. So our approach was to absorb and combine the form and consider the negative space being the garden just as much as the built form. This guy's working with the 3 site boundaries. Building on the boundary is consistently challenging, however, we believe it to be a worthy endeavour. While it presents its share of obstacles, it offers significant benefits that can be mirrored on neighbouring properties, and spatially it optimises the use of precious land. Early consultation with neighbours to the south was key. The fact that they too had a rear studio was helpful in this negotiation, and possibly the reason why our clients entertained the idea in the first place. We saw an opportunity for the design to be a continuous backdrop that could capture and extend the boundary of the garden and accommodate all the requirements of the brief in one unified gesture. The typical suburban backdrop being the boundary fence. The fence could bulge out, stand up and fold around key elements. In this photo here, it pushes out the form studio while creating a moment of compression at the entry to the yard. Here it goes back to cradle the oak tree and then become the back fence to the laneway. Craft was explored in how we interpret the idea of the fence and spreads across the 3 main elements of the design. Single top ash was selected to cover the studio, back fence, shed and pool in a cohesive gesture. The landscape design incorporated low ground covers and creepers using the new buildings and armature to grow up, while highlighting the contribution of the existing oak and jacaranda. A white painted datum was added to the bottom of the fence to break the overall scale of the fence and building and provide a contrasting backdrop to the ground cover planting. This also assisted in providing an extra level of protection for the timber located close to the ground. The garden shed is a cupboard that eliminates the typical internal circulation in these structures, with large sliding doors that open up and borrow from the garden area when used as a workshop. In a micro way, we wanted the buildings to do to the yard what the studio was doing to the house, and ideally what the house does to the suburb. We wanted to activate and expand its use. So there's one moment Careful consideration is given to introducing a double-storey element into the site. The studio loft facing north is the expressive point of the architecture that raises up to filter northern light deep into the footprint so that the resulting space is watched in indirect light. Large aluminium fins mediate the direct western and eastern sun, while the oak tree filters northern light in the summer months. The loft bedroom occupies a modest roof space rather than appearing overtly double-storey. It presents as a single story with an attic. The interiors are modest and practical to accommodate gradual change in use. So we think Hawthorn I is an example of a small-scale residential addition that provide increased flexibility and independence for a family experiencing shifting domestic dynamics. Beyond, it serves as a model for the adaptation of existing homes to facilitate multi-generational living arrangements and a model for incremental increase of density in established inner suburbs.
That's it. Well done.